With that being said, Jay, it looks like the walls are closing in on Trump yet again.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Inshallah, it's gonna finally happen.
Which actually means it's not gonna happen every time
you say inshallah. Anytime a parent says inshallah to their kid in Arabic, it's like it's never gonna happen.
It's never gonna happen.
If God wills it, it will happen.
So apparently the walls paid by Mexico are finally closing in on Donald Trump. There have been numerous pieces basically saying that an indictment is imminent. An indictment, Jay, is imminent. It's going to happen. They finally got him. He's finally going to go to prison. And above all, he won't be president he won't run for president in 2024. Am I getting that right, Jay? Is that what's happening? It's because
that's the end game that they're trying to do. Absolutely, right. It is. They're trying to make it where he is no longer eligible to run by putting some of this garbage on him. It really is. I mean, if Hillary had that server with all sorts of like classified information that people could hack into, and she still ran in 2016.
Not only that, she wasn't fucking prosecuted for it.
At all.
James Comey literally came in front. He literally came in front of the press and said, "We are going to not prosecute Hillary Clinton for having her own email server and basically violating what was that? What was that rule? Was it record? Was it a records or violation? I don't know what the fuck
it was. She violated some law, but the funny thing is,
the Public Records Act or something like
that. And
the
one thing that Trump really lost at is like after he won, he's like, "Oh, we're not going to prosecute her. We're not going to do anything. We're not going to go after." That was totally wrong, especially because of how they opened the Mueller report on some chumped up bullshit. Like that is one of his biggest mistakes that he ever made. He should have just went so fucking hard, went after the Clintons. People would have been so behind him if he did some shit like that.
So Jay, somehow, some way, what I am hearing essentially 100%. Is that you're saying that Trump should have gone full fascist dictator before his opponents could.
Absolutely.
Which is really funny considering the fact that they constantly accuse Trump of being a fascist dictator. And they just look, it is wild. I actually got Emily sent me this clip, this tweet the other day. And it was basically from like 1945 about how the communists in particular. This is from like a directive from the Communist Party in the U.S. And that is that there's like video footage of this. I gotta go find it. It seems very like boomery and memey. So like it's like right up our alley.
Absolutely, it is
right up our alley. But you watch it, and you're like, holy shit, this is crazy. Let me make sure I have this bookmark because while we are on the subject, this Spencer, can you hop in here? Spencer, our producer, who's like literally has his dick out on his camera like he's Jeffrey Toobin. Spencer, put it away.
Well, he's in college. So
are you actually back in college?
Yeah. Can you see the fucking flag behind him?
Hey, that doesn't mean that he's back in college.
Yes, it does. I mean, look at it. It looks like a fucking prison. Look at this.
Oh yeah, that's definitely college. Yeah,
and I'm always so fucking like I'm amazed by like how college students go live in dorms. It's absolute horseshit. It's garbage.
DC is literally a prison. How's it feel to be back in DC, Spencer?
Oh, it's great. The humidity sucks, but it's great.
Yeah, you excited for year 2 in college?
I'm definitely excited. I'm just waiting for the chaos to ensue. This place is gonna fucking go ape shit in November. Whatever's gonna happen with the midterms is gonna be wild.
Are you registered to vote?
In California, so
your choices
never stopped any Dem or Republican before.
Basically,
Okay, I found the clip. I'm going to share it. Spencer, you're welcome to watch, but may God help you if you stay on this fucking stream. All right. Just listen to this.
In 1943, the following directive was issued from party headquarters to all communists in the United States. It read,
why do they always sound like that? That's so crazy.
You think it's because of the audio quality? I love the way that these videos sound. They're impeccable.
It's insane. They're so good.
in the United States.
It's probably because they were less retarded and knew how to pronounce words properly.
Yes, they probably enunciated.
Exactly.
Or me.
Or us.
Yeah.
Or we.
Or we.
When certain obstructionists become too irritating, label them after suitable buildups as fascist or Nazi or anti-Semitic, and use the prestige of anti-fascist and tolerance organizations to discredit them. In the public mind, constantly associate those who oppose us with those names which already have a bad smell. The association will, after enough repetition, become fact in the public mind.
Unfucking real, right, Jay?
No, it's a typical playbook of
it is the typical playbook, but the
intelligence agencies and stuff like that trying to.
But the fact that it's from like 1945, and it's been going on for that long, and people haven't caught on to it.
Well, because
most people haven't caught on to it.
People are retarded. And honestly, I still think what needs to happen, just like when my mom came to live with me for like 3 months, and like she went through boot camp and shit. I think your mom needs to do the same thing.
Inshallah.
Does she still watch CNN? Did she cry when
it's MSNBC? I don't think she watches.
Oh my
CNN.
God.
Although I will say this, and this is something that actually was quite remarkable, because the last time I saw my folks in DC, the last time I went up there to visit, we had a good talk. I think at least I could tell I could see like a crack in the dam there, because my mom at least admitted to me that she was just so disillusioned in Biden. I was like, let's fucking go. Like, and
it's almost there. It's almost
there. It's coming along. Coming.
But does she hate me?
No. Why would she hate you?
No. Okay, good. Well, I was just saying that, like, did she think your radicalization ever had anything to do with me?
No.
She follows me on Instagram.
Habibi, it's never about you. It's not always about you and your ass eating, Jay. Okay?
It's all about me.
Yeah. But mom she's coming along. But getting back to the fact that getting back to the fact that the walls are closing in on Donald Trump. This is what the Daily Beast wrote, and I want you to just like appreciate just how sure they are. This is Brad Moss saying it's over. Trump will be indicted.
Can I just say that Brad Moss is like one of the biggest fucking pussies on Twitter? Like, he is absolutely a fucking piece of fucking shit. He really is. He's so garbage. He's so garbage. It's insane.
He's one of these Twitter attorneys that is just, and maybe our resident Twitter attorney Lib Damien Toll can tell us what his actual thoughts on the manner on this guy. But like all the Twitter attorneys that you see on there that like have massive followings, they get like constantly great engagement. They are oftentimes the dumbest people on that website, which is really saying something. Which is really
and they get screenshot on that one account. Was it Bad Legal Takes? Those are my favorite.
Yes.
Those are my favorite.
It's a good one. It's a great one. Shout out to Bad Legal Takes. So Brad Moss is in the subheader. There is little left for the Justice Department to do but decide whether to wait until after the midterms to formally seek the indictment from the grand jury. And these are the 3 points that he summarized in that. This is what on the affidavit that Trump was in unauthorized possession. Let me zoom in there. Trump was in unauthorized possession of national defense information, namely properly marked classified documents. He was put on notice by the U.S. government that he was not permitted to retain those documents at Mar-a-Lago. He continued to maintain possession of the documents and allegedly undertook efforts to conceal them in different places throughout the property up until the FBI finally executed a search warrant earlier this month. And then, Jay, what has actually happened since is that we had that tweet of all those documents being taken, the photo that was taken of this is DOJ filing. You saw this? Or did you see this?
Yeah, I saw this.
Yeah. Okay. So people are looking at this and basically saying Trump was hoarding our national security secrets. Let it be known, he's still the, when you leave the Oval Office as president, it's not like you don't also it's not like you also lose your security clearance. He still has security clearance. He still can get intelligence briefings.
Right. Same thing with Obama. Same thing with Bill Clinton. Same thing with
Bush.
George W. Bush. They all are able to get top secret information and have the clearance to obtain it.
I actually
That's why a lot of people see this as bullshit.
So there's obviously the two-factor fold right there. That this obviously, of all the things that people have been upset about, that it's literally the bare minimum violation. It sounds like, at least to me, like of all the things that you could have gotten Trump on, like him holding on to records like an overdue library book, that's going to be what gets him into prison.
Right. It's fucking hilarious. It's so fucking funny.
Go ahead.
No, I'm like it goes per course to all of these fucking news outlets and stuff that always like to turn shit up to 11 when it comes to Trump. Always. And it really showed their hand that they can go to 11 over the most mundane shit and then stay silent over all the shit that's been happening under Biden or happening with Hunter Biden or any of this type of stuff. I mean, if there was just 2% of what was going on with Hunter Biden was happening with one of Trump's kids, we would never hear the end of it. Can you imagine? Can you fucking imagine if Twitter and Facebook dethrottled or blocked stories about one of Trump's kids doing shady shit, paying whores to go and sniff fucking cocaine off of his shit? Like, it's insane.
Hold on. What about the fucking Ashley Biden diary? Okay.
Right.
Ashley Biden diary, in which she literally states, and I quote here, hold on, let me put this up, that she was hypersexualized at a young age. And here, I can get the full quote here. Just give me a moment. One moment. It's like telling you
an eternity later.
An eternity later. It is. Oh, here we go. Let's zoom in on that. Oh God, I missed it. This is. Look at this bit. Was I molested? The author writes, I think so. I can't remember the specifics, but I do remember trauma. Hypersexualized at a young age. I remember being somewhat sexualized with Caroline. I remember having sex with friends at a young age. Showers with my dad. Probably not appropriate. What the fuck? Do we have a literal? Well, obviously we do, but Jay, not only does this teeter along the lines of like, it's not, well, we can't obviously, but based on this diary, we can't assume too much. But we've always known that Joe Biden's a creepy motherfucker, right?
Oh, for sure. I mean, absolutely. The way he,
but Jay, literally, kids, yeah, no, it's all it's all so fucking weird. But the fact that like, if this was, just think about it for a moment. If this was a story, like, if
I do that to 22-year-olds. I don't do that to like 12, 14-year-olds. I mean, it's and not only that, like 8 and 9-year-olds. It's fucking
consenting 22-year-olds. You just made this weird.
It's so fucking weird. It's absolutely fucking weird.
It's
like
so weird.
He goes up to him, the way he sniffs their hair, or like goes so close up to their face and like whispers shit.
Yeah.
Right. Like one of his lips that touch their cheeks and shit. Like it's
literally. All right, so Dan wants pizza steals the words out of my mouth because Jay interrupted the shit out of me. But basically, imagine if this was Ivanka's diary. Exactly. Imagine if this was Ivanka's diary. This is the type of shit you look at and you're like, there's no fucking way that the president of the United States did this. And if he did, maybe there would be a fucking shitstorm, a media shitstorm, followed by probably prosecutions. I don't even know what the fucking like. I don't know if there's like a statute of limitations on this shit. Maybe it's not even. Maybe they didn't even break any laws. But like, Jay, this is some weird fucking shit.
Oh no, it is. I mean, it's so weird, and the stuff that's come out from Hunter Biden's laptop and stuff is weird as fuck as well. And not only weird as fuck, but also corrupt as shit. And it's not a bigger story. That's the weirdest fucking thing.
There was literally a pair in Florida. Shout out Florida. That was convicted for stealing Ashley Biden's diary. You get this, right? Like this happened within the last week. That at least confirms the existence of a diary. Okay. They were convicted for stealing the diary and selling it to Project Veritas, or I don't know if Project Veritas tried to do this, but maybe the people that stole the diary were trying to sell it to the Trump 2020 campaign. The Trump campaign said, no, we don't want it. So I mean, either it's not legit. Maybe the Trump campaign just was like, we're not going to get into it. We're not going to get that dirty, or they didn't think it was legit. It could be one of those.
Yeah, it could be one or the other. But
so I mean, we can't fully say this is all legit. But if it's true, supremely fucked up.
Right. And it feels true. You know what they like to say?
It feels true. It
seems true. It feels true. Yeah. It's like, fuck these people, man. It's fucking insane. If it was any, like, if like he was saying Ivanka's diary, or even like rumored to be Ivanka's diary, they will run it like it's absolute fucking fact. And
this is gaslighting.
Actors would not even fucking care.
This is gaslighting at its finest, or as we like to call asslighting. Not to mention the fact that in addition to all of this, there was a report circulating the interwebs over the last week. There's our resident Twitter lawyer lib Damian Toll saying, retweet if you think it sounds true, as my favorite Occupy Democrats tweet said. They really are the greatest. They're the great.
Absolutely, they are. It's so good. Phenomenal. You should just go follow it for the fucking humor.
For the fucking humor, let's just go look it up. Occupy Dems. Let's hope they didn't block it.
Let's just look at their latest tweet. It will blow your mind.
Give me a second. Pulling it up. All right. Occupy Democrats. Is it this one? 22 minutes ago. Breaking. Stacey Abrams flips the table on Republican Governor Brian Kemp at tonight's debate after he accuses her of voter fraud, reminding him that when she sued him, a federal judge found that he illegally canceled over 34,000 voter registrations. Retweet to thank Stacey Abrams.
And isn't it hilarious when they start claiming voter fraud or talking about voter mishandlement and all this type of bullshit, that it seems like it's totally normal to say that. It's totally normal to say that there's illegitimate fucking SCOTUS nominations, illegitimate fucking, appointees, illegitimate fucking voting, illegitimate this, illegitimate that. And then when you question the 2020 election, you are undemocratic. You are a threat to fucking.
You're the conspiracy theorist. You are the conspiracy theorist. All right, here's another gem from Occupy Democrats, probably ghostwritten by Damian Toll himself. Breaking news: the Justice Department reveals that the FBI found classified documents inside of a Mar-a-Lago desk drawer right next to Trump's passports, which will be "quote unquote" relevant evidence in its looming criminal case against Trump. Retweet if you think that Trump is guilty of sin.
Oh shit! It's so good. I love it.
It never gets old. So with that all happening, and Trump probably and the walls closing in on Trump, we have to highlight. Oh, Hank Habibi says retweet if you think Siraj should be Donnie Trump's cellmate and Gitmo. I hit the retweet button on that shit. That's
all day long.
Think of it. Me and Donnie Trump, cellmates and Gitmo. That'd be we would have a phenomenal Gitmo podcast. You know that?
Oh, absolutely. Holy shit.
Probably better internet than I ever get in my own house.
For sure. That is 100% for sure.
Do you think Trump would be able to I think Trump would talk about ass eating, right?
Trump? Well, for sure. I think so too. Yeah, he would. Like if I started asking him about it, just like I did Ben Shapiro, like he would definitely just talk about it. Absolutely.
Check out our locals if you want more on that little tidbit.